Hello and welcome once again to Akosia's vlog. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell when you're done. Today we are going to make one of the easiest and most authentic Ghanaian dishes, which is called braised rice or Anwamoo or oil rice as it's literally called in Ghana. All you need is rice, your salt, onion, some habanero pepper, some eggs, vegetable oil and some sardines. So to begin, I'm going to slice my onions on a chopping board. Now feel free to also chop them or slice them in your palms if that's what you are okay or conversant with. This one requires a lot of skills, so don't worry if you can't chop them in your palms like I'm doing over here. And also be careful with a knife when you're doing this way. After, in a heated pan, I poured some oil and then my sliced onions into it. I'm going to fry this for at least 2 to 3 minutes or till the onions turns golden brown. Now we are doing this because when you fry the onions, it brings out a flavor that makes the rice so flavorful and delicious. Now when it's done, I'm going to pour my rice into it. Depending on the type of rice you use, you can add it directly like I did, or you can pre-wash the rice before adding it to your heated oil and onion. After, give it a quick stir and then you add your water to it. There are so many ways of preparing your Anwamoo, and this is one of the easiest method. So I add hot water to it in order to quicken the cooking process. Feel free to also use room temperature water and then bring it to a boil. After, we are going to add salt to taste. When that is done, we are going to give it a quick stir and allow it to cook on medium heat. Add more water if you want it mushy or sticky. If you also want it otherwise, this level of water should be okay for you. So when I'm done, I'm going to taste for salt. Now you can't taste for salt in your rice this way, but then scoop some and then taste for it this way. You would always get your salting right if you do it like the latter one. After, we are going to cover and allow it to cook beautifully. So once the water has evaporated, now we are going to stir it. This is optional, but then this is how I make my oil rice or Anwamoo. When you do it this way, you know the under part has a lot of flavor, and combining it again or stirring it to mix it together makes it so flavorful, and trust me, you would even think I added tolo beef to this oil rice. Yes, so don't worry. After you allow it to simmer, it would melt into it. The under part will melt into it, so it wouldn't be that hard at all. When you're done, just evenly smoothing the surface of it, and then you cover it with an aluminum foil, kitchen towel, or any BPA-free rubber or plastic wrap that you can cover your food with. Yes, so we are going to allow it to simmer on low heat. Rice doesn't need a lot of heat, otherwise you're going to burn it. So low heat is okay. So after about 10 to 15 minutes, this is how it looks like. This is how I like my rice. I don't want it mushy or sticky. So I'm going to allow it to continue simmering for an additional 10 minutes, and then our rice is done. So you can never enjoy your oil rice or Anwamoo without grinded pepper. So whilst we are waiting for it to completely cook, we are going to start grinding our pepper, and I need some pepper, onion, and just salt for it. So today I'm going the traditional way with my Anwa and tapoli. I'm going to grind it till it's smooth. Now you need to exert much pressure when you are going the traditional way. Yes, so I grinded it till it's like this one, and then I'm going to chop my onions into it. If you think you have the muscles to grind whole onion, feel free, but then doing it this way is okay. I'm adding my salt. I like to add the coarse type of salt when grinding my onion, so it's better and then fast that way. So I'm going to continue grinding till it melts or till it all becomes very soft without the seeds in it. So this is also optional. You can add just a little of your cube to it, just little, or you can omit it totally and you are good to go. Set it aside, and then we are going to add fried eggs. So I'm going to dilute some salt in water, and then I'm going to break 2 eggs into my bowl. After, I'm going to add some vegetables to it, and we will be almost done. Yes, so this is one of the easiest or the first food any Ghanaian learn to prepare when you start cooking. Yes, so children as young as 5 or 6 years can prepare this meal because it's so delicious and everyone loves it, and it's also financially friendly to our pockets. Yeah, so I added some lettuce, some tomatoes, and then some chopped onions to it, and then I'm going to whisk it till it's smooth or till it all mix well, and then we are going to start the frying. If you don't like vegetables, you are free to only fry only the eggs, and trust me, this is how the rice looks like. It's well done. Anumun so kama into no a being kama. Shesidi see a efe neji 1-1. Yes, this is how I like my rice. So I'm going to set it aside and then fry my eggs. In a heated frying pan, I added oil to it and then greased it with it. Make sure the oil is heated before you add your eggs into it so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of your pan if you are using a stainless steel frying pan. After, I'm going to allow it to fry to my satisfaction. If you want it more brown, just keep it on the fire for a longer time and then just turn it over and then cook the other side of it too. This takes roughly 3 to 5 minutes to get it done, and then we are also done with that eggs. Now the rest of the ingredients are optional. Just your oil, rice, and then your pepper with your eggs is the ideal meal, but then we want to make it rich or sweet, so we added some sardines, pepper, and then some avocado pear to it, and then we are going to enjoy it. So if you are still watching me at this stage, why don't you subscribe, share me out, comment on my video, and then give me a thumb up too, so that I will get energy to do more videos for you guys. Now we are going to taste it, and trust me, it is so heavenly. Till we see each other next time, is bye-bye.